comedian, and I'm really looking forward to seeing her. Give it up for Melissa Billington. Woo! Great. Melissa, everyone.
We'll just do that. There we go. Thought I'd start with an oldie but a goodie. Ooh, baby, do you know what that's worth? Ooh, heaven is a place on earth. They say in heaven, love comes first. We'll make heaven a place on earth.
Woo! Great.
So that song has been in my head since it first came out, which means you can date me by that song. I don't mean date me, although I would be impressed if you learned my theme song and sang it to me. I mean carbon date me. So, let me see. Yeah, singing has been something that I've taken most of my life to come to because I'm partially deaf. So don't worry, I can readily hear your laughter and cheering, but unfortunately heckling is just outside of my decibel range. And I would have to say that speaking itself, speaking English has taken me a while to come to as well. I didn't start talking until I was 2, and then I spoke in full sentences. And so my second language is reading English. I had to learn how to see language before I could speak it. So even now, it's like a ticker tape running or subtitles running of my words or your words. So it makes it quite a multi-dimensional experience talking to people, having conversations. So no, my first language is dog. Does anybody else speak dog? Anybody?
Yeah.
I'm deaf. You'll have to raise a hand so I can see it. Okay, cool. All right. So you can hopefully translate for everyone else who may not speak dog. And I don't mean dog whispering, I mean dog speaking. Okay. So tell me what I'm saying here.
Yeah, walk.
No, presentation to play. I thought you spoke dog. Presentation to play. That's saying, I want to play. Are you ready? You ready? Okay. You have to imagine my tail.
Yeah, apologies.
All right. So how about this one? Yeah, stay away. All right. How about this one?
I have fleas.
There we go. All right. So you speak a little dog. Okay. So yes, my name is Melissa, which actually I would say I speak animal, and that's partly because I think my name is a critter. Bzz, bzz, bzz. No kids in the audience? No entomologists in the house? No honeybees left on the planet? My middle name is Elvira, or Elvira, depending on how you pronounce it. Elvira means counseled by elves, which is true. I am a honeybee that's counseled by elves. It also means true, which is also true. Does anybody remember the diva, big bosom diva, gothic woman named Elvira, Mistress of the Dark? Yes, you would. Yeah, so I didn't get the big bosom, so you can call me Elvira, Mistress of Feliginousness. Feliginousness. Any etymologists in the house tonight? Want to take a guess at the meaning of that word? Feliginous? You're gonna look it up. I'm watching you. Sooty, sooty, a little bit dirty. I'm the mistress of a little bit dirty. So when did dirty, which is, dirty talk is what turns some people on, what makes them ready for sex, sexy talk. So when did dirt become dirty? Because dirt is just another word for the earth, and we need the earth for everything. Or maybe we need sex for everything. Or maybe that's just me, because I have Elvira, mistress of polygamousness in my blood. Speaking of mistresses, is anybody married? Aha! Or in a committed partnership? Aha! Please, kind sir, would you give me one word that describes your relationship right now?
Great.
Great! Nice. And how about you? Yes? You raised your paw.
No.
Expensive. Expensive. Okay. Okay. And yes. What was that?
Customer staff.
Sorry, you'll have to say it again.
Customer staff.
Customer staff. Okay. Okay. I've got a visual. Thank you. And Wayne.
Obtuse.
Obtuse.
Yeah.
Obtuse. Okay. Hello, welcome, please come in. So notice nobody said sustainable. Nobody said sustainable, right? Yet sustainable is our big word of our times. We're trying to figure out how we can make our homes more sustainable, our agriculture more sustainable, our businesses more sustainable, so that we can just continue using what we see as resources for ourselves alone, as opposed to cultivating a living relationship with the very thing that makes it possible to exist at all, namely the earth, the planet. That would be a little bit odd, wouldn't it, to have a sexy relationship with the earth? What? You all right back there? All right, welcome. Come in, out of the rain. So, where are we? Well, speaking of sexy relationship with the earth, in Putiki Bay in Waiheke, there are little blue penguins called korora that are mating now. There's about 27 pairs, so less than 60 little blue penguins. And this is their time to nest. They have their little nests in the rocks. They're endemic. They're native here. They're threatened. So they're some of the last of the kind. Okay, let's imagine. How many people do we have here? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22. So let's say we're the last of humanity right here in this room. We're the last of humanity in Auckland that we know of. And we realize we need to make more of ourselves. So we set up our little nests and we pair together. If we're not already paired together, good on you, those of you that are paired. And this is the time, right? We're trying to save our species. We're the last of humanity. Okay, so in comes your man wanting to build a marina at $200,000 a berth for the super wealthy, and he's drilling down into the bedrock, and the little penguins are screaming because it's so loud, and he's got these big buoys bolstering up against the rocks, and all they're trying to do is make a little love, fucking peace. That's kind of like if you were trying to make love and procreate for all of humanity, and you've got jackhammers right next door. So, I say protect the little penguins.
Yay.
I was watching a penguin show with David Attenborough. Is anybody a David Attenborough fan?
Yeah.
I wore my hair all messy just so I could do an impersonation of him. He's always got his hair sort of out to the side, like the wind has blown a few times too many, right? So, here we go. Cue sound effects. Sorry, well, you're gonna have to wipe this down really well. Imagine our world without sun. Male emperor penguins face the nearest that exists on planet Earth, winter in Antarctica. Temperatures drop to minus 70 degrees centigrade, and it's continuously dark. Yet the penguins stay when all other creatures have fled, because each guards a treasure, a single egg resting on the top of its feet and kept warm by the downy bulge of its stomach. There is no food for them and no water, and they will not see the sun again for 4 months. Surely, no other animal faces such a great ordeal. And I overheard this conversation. Can imagine you didn't really enjoy London since you're from San Diego. It's true, I love the sun. I can go a few days of rain, but after a week I'm like, okay, where's my sun? Surely no greater ordeal is faced by any animal, except perhaps this one, the female Empress California, deprived of 7 days of sun. Here we have a classic comparison between human nature's ecosystem and nature's ecosystem. Go the little penguins. Thank you for your attention. Enjoy the rest of the night. Thank you, Will, for your understanding about me blowing into your microphone. Enjoy.
Give it up for Melissa Billington, everyone. Wow, wait, there's more people there. I have to say, I think a few of the crowd members envious